Welcome to the African Album Review Podcast, where we review Africa's best and latest music projects.
Africa, Moody say. My name is Wemoto, and I welcome you to the African Album Review Podcast. Wherever you are, my people, how you doing? Me, I'm doing good. I cannot complain. Just trying to hang in there, you know. The year is moving pretty quickly, isn't it? Anyway, I digress. Hopefully you're doing good wherever you are. Thank you so much for joining me on the podcast today. If it's your first time, welcome to the show. And be ready for the ride. If you've been with us for however long, I appreciate it. And if you really, really like the show, do head over to buymeacoffee.com/MJOmoto and buy me a coffee or two or three. This is what keeps the lights on. Today we're taking it to South Africa. And we got one of my favorite DJs, producers, singers, whatever, by the name of DJ Cleo. So let's do this thing.
The latest African album review is loading.
DJ Cleo is a household name in the South African and African music industries as a producer, an artist under the moniker Blacksam, a DJ, and a certified hitmaker for others besides himself. One of my fondest memories is watching him live in Australia probably around 2010, and man, that night, crazy. Time of my life, and he was even peak Cleo at that time, so that was crazy. That was so dope. Let's get into the new album. Anyway, it's called Eskhaleni Yanos Volume 1, and it was released on October 8 under Next Music for Wheel of Steel Productions. The project contains 17 songs and runs a solid, wait for it, 1 hour, 48 minutes. Man, that's deep. It has 10 features, and DJ Cleo kind of wakes us up to his production prowess yet again. I'm ready. Let's do it. The album gives away the essential ingredient that it's an Amapiano project through the title, Eskhaleni Yanos, Amapiano. Get it? Cool. But if we are being real, there's some further surprises which I will reveal later in the episode. The sound is Amapiano with what I would say some vintage DJ Cleo sounds that are unmistakable, especially if you follow this stuff for the last 18 plus years. This is a unique allure to the project because it is truly his genuine take on the now mammoth Amapiano genre. DJ Cleo got a good mix of known and not so known names for the features on here, with Lady Zamar, Dr. Malinga, Busi Radebe, Nogwazi, and Ishmael among the household names you probably do know, and there's some serious quality there. And then other acts, such as Patrick Duncan, Putuma Tiso, Kekelingo, and more. He really chose a fantastic cast. They all shined, and it felt like this album was made with them in mind rather than them having to fit into the Yanos/Amapiano sound, which I suspect might be awkward if you try and do that. But let's get to that huge surprise that I mentioned earlier. The huge surprise of this album is that it's a gospel project entirely, which puts together some of the most popular Christian hymns into a danceable mix of bangers. Maybe it's not such a surprise to some, especially after DJ Cleo's monster Gina Impilo Yam, which set Africa alight as maybe the local Jerusalem of sorts, thanks to the measured vocals of Busi Radebe. And that song is on this album actually. Fire song. Much the same can be said for Avulegile featuring Ishmael, which is a rendition of Ishmael's own rendition of the widely popular church hymn Avulegile Amasango, which translates to "The gates have opened." This adds a third layer to the sound that I mentioned, the unique sound that I mentioned. Eskhaleni Yanos Volume 1 is Amapiano. It's DJ Cleo's Kwaito and South African church gospel fused into one. As a quieter legend, DJ Cleo is uniquely placed to evolve this sound in particular beyond what newer producers could likely do by taking some elements of the past to build familiarity. This is a project that will likely redefine much of what we know and see as gospel because it has the ability to resonate in the most unlikely places. The timing is also perfect. On the back of Jerusalem being the biggest hit song in the whole entire world for however many months, maybe even a solid year, and many eyes are on South Africa and their sound is coveted. Together with Amapiano having actually blown up all across the world as well. Timing. DJ Cleo, this guy is a genius, I'm telling you. Anyway, just FYI, this is not DJ Cleo's first Amapiano album either. He has Yile Piano Volume 1 from 2019, which in my book is even more experimental than this one. From the technical side, I'd say DJ Cleo's quality can never be questioned, ever. He has been doing it at the highest level before most could ever imagine doing something like that, so I'm not even going to insult him by saying much. Eskhaleni Yanos Volume 1 is my favorite gospel album right now, no cap. Could be my favorite gospel album of all time. Maybe not yet. But DJ Cleo found a sweet spot that suits him in continuing his journey as one of the best to ever do it, and is making the most of it. To say there's many 17-track, no-skips album I can point to would be an absolute lie. A lie, straight up. I can't think of any right now. This one is the only one, and it hits the spot better than I may have anticipated. DJ Cleo's sound is rich and feels underappreciated at this point for what it is, especially on this album. Listen to Eskhaleni Yanos Volume 1 if you like Amapiano, and if you're into gospel, then this will be your favorite album for a time to come, and for many reasons. So if you like that, if you like Amapiano and you like gospel, this album, man, I'm gonna leave it there. Listen to it. Otherwise, that's it from me. My name is Wemoto, son of Zimbabwe, signing out. This was the African Album Review Podcast. Peace. Dende.
Moto Music, the best place to listen to podcasts about African music online.